A long-serving Supreme Court judge will head the Royal Commission into the Christchurch mosque attacks. The Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern has announced Sir William Young as the head of the inquiry into the terror attack, in which 50 people were killed and dozens injured. There are also broad-ranging terms of reference covering both the alleged gunman himself and the role of New Zealand's security and intelligence agencies. Our political editor, Jane Patterson, joins us now from Parliament. Evening, Jane. What other details has the Prime Minister revealed in respect of this inquiry?
So the Royal Commission will start considering evidence next month from about May the 13th, and it's been given an 8-month deadline to report back to the Governor-General by the 10th of December. Now, the terms of reference really have two main areas of focus, and the first is on the gunman's life and really every aspect of it in the lead up to the mosque attacks. That includes his time in Australia, his arrival and residence in New Zealand, travel here and overseas, how he got his gun licence, weapons and ammunition, the use of social media and connections with others, whether that's in New Zealand or overseas, and also a very specific focus on 5 government agencies, including the GCSB and the SIS, and it will look at what those agencies knew about the gunman before the attack, whether they did anything to avoid that could have avoided this tragedy if they did have any knowledge, whether any impediments to them acting in terms of legal or anything else, and also whether there was any inappropriate concentration on other risks as opposed to right-wing extremism. Now, the exact location of the inquiry has not yet been determined, although Ms Ardern said that Justice Young does have links to Christchurch, so it could possibly be held there, but we haven't been told that yet. And also the budget, $8.2 million. Now, that's basically for a year, although the inquiry itself will take 8 months, but anything from the agencies themselves, they will have to fund out of their own baselines.
Well, given that there is going to be a focus on these intelligence agencies, what do we know about any restrictions on how much information will be placed in the public domain?
That's really going to have to be up to Justice Young. So he is a long-serving and experienced judge. Now, given the amount of sensitive information, of course, that could be involved here, Ms Ardern has said that that will be something for him to determine. But I would take it as a clear message from the Prime Minister that she would expect as much information, even if it is from the GCSB and SIS, to be put into that public report as possible.
And while we've got you here, Jane, can you just give us an update? The gun law reform bill, where is that at? What's happening this week?
So there's a select committee report back tonight. So that is the select committee looking at the submissions from last week and really recommending any changes that should be made to the bill. And then after that, it's going to come back and be moved through the remaining stages very quickly this week. At this stage, we expect it to be signed off and in law by Thursday.
Thanks, Jane. That is Jane Patterson, our political editor, reporting from Parliament there.